Happy Friday, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.
Welcome to a very, very special guest on the in-studio of No Dump Bucket, live in the Cellar Angels World Headquarters.
Cool studio.
Very cool studio. We are thrilled for Cellar Angels to talk about two wines this week, and can't be happier to have the Chief Operating Angel in the office with us today, who is really, as I think everyone knows, the brains, beauty, and brawn behind the operation. So cheers to Denise. Thanks for joining.
Have to be good at something, I suppose.
So we have, I'm spilling already, a bunch of...
It's Friday, it's okay.
It's Friday, it's after 5 o'clock in Chicago. It's been a long week. We had a little visit from a quartet from Ireland. U2 was in town, so we had to attend both shows, and really actually got a surprise with the Lumineers being the warm-up band.
Awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah, they killed. If you have a chance to see the Lumineers, I would do that. Charles Hetzel, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for watching. Mia Kuhn, watching. Love it. We're going to drink some wine. It's Friday. All is good. There's nothing really going on in the world. Nothing unusual. Everything's quiet in D.C. There's no really reason to drink. So, but we're going to anyways because that's what we do at Cellar Angels.
It's like a Jimmy Buffett song, I think.
But we do have a lot to drink about. We have a lot to drink about. So let's get started. Let's roll this train out of the station and talk about two wines that are on the site right now. We missed last week, our most humble apologies. But the first one up is the Phipps Family Cellars Zinfandel. So why don't you give us your assessment since you've got the palate? Woo, that was close.
It was close. Well, this is a very robust Zinfandel in my mind, and partly because I think it has that little touch of Petite Syrah, which if you go on the site, you'll see that the Syrah is actually 100-year-old vines. This wine comes from the Traborce vineyard, and so single vineyard except for that little touch of Petite Syrah. It's really just an outstanding wine. I say it's definitely spicy, smoky. It'll go great with your barbecue.
Yeah, and the Traborce vineyard in Dry Creek over in Sonoma is really, really famous for just vineyard designate Zinfandels, and Phipps Family Cellars has had a long-standing relationship. This is kind of what you get with the boutique producers on Cellar Angels. These guys, they only made 150 cases, so it's not like you're gonna fly and see this at the grocery store, see this at the wine store. You're not gonna find it. As a matter of fact, last night I had the opportunity and privilege to pour for a room full of attorneys, and that I did willingly. That was not a punishment or anything like that, so it was very, very good. And this was one of the wines. Go ahead.
Keep your friends close.
That's right.
No, I'm kidding. All of my attorney friends, I love you.
Yes, thank you for the many times you've gotten her out of trouble. But we poured at the law firm Lois and Gellin in downtown Chicago, and this was one of the three wines we poured. It was the most popular wine of the evening. And to a person almost, they said, I've never heard of this. Why can't I get this from my local wine store? And all of you in wine country know precisely why, because when you make 150 cases or 500 cases or even 1,000 cases, you're not going to find this in distribution. So normally a $45 bottle of Zinfandel, we have it on the site right now for $36. 2013, blockbuster year. What else can we talk about this?
There is a little bake shop spice on this too, which I'm sure, because he takes care to age it just appropriately in some French oak barrels, and he's a very talented guy making some of the best Zinfandel I think that we have on the site.
Yeah, Andy Phipps is, if I'm not mistaken, this is their 14th vintage as Phipps Family Cellars, and what I find fascinating is the 10% Petite Syrah, especially with that Petite Syrah being from 100-year-old vines. So we don't have any Cellar Angels customers that are 100-year-olds, but thankfully the vines that we can get wine from are 100-year-old. And that's just, all you chefs out there, you being an excellent cook as well, I don't understand. I mean, it's amazing what a little bit of 10% of something that exotic can provide to a wine.
Yeah.
And so what would you pair this with?
Well, definitely you could do it all summer long with anything on the grill. Anything, in my mind, from salmon to ribs. But this will also go very well, I think, with like a pasta with red sauce.
Okay.
And of course, it goes really, really well with the back porch.
Yeah, it does go well with the back porch. It pairs well with the porch. This was a huge hit last night. I think it has a very, very dark black cherry component that is just really captivating. It also isn't that over-the-top zin with
goodness.
just that
jammy.
chewy, jammy, extracted. Now, this is 14.9% alcohol, so it is on the higher level of alcohol. But as California Zins go, that's not at all out of character. But what you don't have is what? You don't have that burn. You don't have that heat element.
There was no dry run.
Yeah, this is live in studio. We're manning the cameras ourselves. The grips left, so this is not a Sims production.
All right, let's move on.
All right, we're going to move on to a Cabernet. Now,
not only is this a fabulous Cabernet, but it comes from probably two of the nicest people on the planet.
yes, this is the Hursley. I don't know if you know Adam and Stacy Hursley, but you need to get to know them out of Napa. I would almost consider them adopted kind of pseudo-Chicagoans.
Well, she's from here. So, and before we go any further, I have to show you.
And they've got a dog named May.
Oh, this dog. I'll see if I can
Dog is
show
pretty
you.
darn cute. So there's May. We have to give May a shout out.
There's always a vineyard dog.
Always a vineyard dog. But the Hursleys are, I would say, relatively new on the scene. I think their first vintage might have been 2011, 2010.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, if they're on, maybe they can chime in.
Adam, Stacy, anything you should add to this? Is it 2010? They lived in New York. She has some roots in Chicago.
From Chicago. He's
Her
from New York.
cousin.
Her cousin is my dear, dear friend.
So let's talk about the Hursley Cabernet
Hursley.
Sauvignon. 2013.
2013. And I was saying how we got to meet the Hursleys through my very, very good friend, Sarah Nicoli. Love you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And these are just two super people who are making tremendous Cabernet from Coombsville.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's talk. I mean,
Yeah.
Adam and Stacy love you, but let's talk about the wine because that's what we're here to do, right? And 100% Cabernet Sauvignon.
Right.
So it's from the Coombsville region, and Coombsville is near and dear to our hearts because we love, I would say, cool climate Cabernet Sauvignon. The newest AVA in Napa became an AVA, I believe, in 2011. So, and I forgot to take my glasses off. Wow, I look old. Now I can't see.
And I think the thing about Adam is there's a little touch of history in this. He spent some time at Phelps and learned under some of the best, and brings some great talent to his own label now.
Well, and the wine, I mean, very concentrated.
So much going on in this wine.
Jumps out of the glass. What I love about the tasting notes on the Cellar Angels website is it says drink now through 2035. I think they made 110 cases or something like that.
Yeah, our notes are back over there.
If there's a bottle of this laying around in 2035, please invite us over to your house.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't, you can't wait that long. Who has that willpower? This wine is extraordinary.
It says it's on the site, but it's absolutely true. Chocolate covered cherries.
Oh yeah.
It's rich. It's big. It's layered. It's beautiful.
It's everything a fantastic Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon should be. And Adam and Stacy, you guys are killing it. So
Yeah.
when you get a wine in the French Laundry, when you get wines at Michelin star restaurants, you're doing something right. So keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep helping every way we can. Thank you so much for letting us share this wine with the Cellar Angels membership. And to all of you,
Yes. A good night.
how about Denise in studio? I think we do this again next week.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
They're just going to want you back. You do a much better job
Oh,
alone.
no. Thanks for all your support. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Drink lots of wine. Cheers.
Bye.